What is going to change once interchain security is live? What is going to change for delegators? They will also have some benefits, right, from delegating to a validator that's active, that hopefully doesn't get slashed for being inactive. So what does change, and also how does the Atom revenue model change for the Cosmos Hub with ICS?
Yeah, so one of the things that will change is that the that fees and even inflationary rewards from consumer chains will go to Atom stakers, and not all of them. The consumer chains have their own tokens, and those tokens do get a lot of the fees and rewards, and that's that's part of the deal. But the provider chain, the hub, does get some rewards out of it. So stakers will, and that's also part of the governance process. So basically, if you think that a consumer chain, if the consumer chain is saying, hey, we're not gonna pay any rewards back, then the delegators and validators might say, well, that doesn't sound like a very good deal because we're going to be working for free. The way it works is that you'll look at the proposal and say, is this chain paying enough rewards? And maybe validators will say, hey, this chain actually, it's going to be really hard to run. So like, let's say it's a bridge chain, and bridge to another ecosystem, right? A lot of times they require another piece of software to run alongside the validator node. Maybe they'll say, hey, you know what, that's a lot of work, so these guys need to pay a higher reward. So I think that's going to be something that delegators should pay attention to, is what are the rewards going to be, and then they'll also receive those rewards. So some consumer chains will just use Atom for fees. It's pretty straightforward then, just get more Atoms. And then some consumer chains will actually use their own token for fees. And in that case, those tokens will be coming over, or a small percentage of the fees from those tokens will be coming over onto the hub, and hub delegators will receive those as well.
Let's maybe take an example for the native issuance of USDC that was announced by Circle. If I stake and delegate my Atom to an active validator, does it also mean I would earn USDC as part of the fees? And then on top, do they also have their own governance token on that consumer zone, or how does that work in that specific case?
I'm not completely up to date on what they're planning. I know that it's been discussed using USDC itself for fees, and it's also been discussed just having it be Atom fees on that zone. And with the USDC, will be issuing on a generic asset issuance chain, basically. And so that chain is not only going to be for USDC. You can think maybe USDC is almost like an anchor tenant there, I guess, using it. But it's also going to be used for other types of assets. For instance, you could issue, corporate bonds on that chain, or you could issue, assets representing real estate or something, right? So it's designed to be generic. And so given that, it's also kind of hard to say, okay, well, it's just going to be USDC that's used for the fees, because maybe that's not the only thing going on, right? So that's one reason to use Atom. I'm not sure where the decision stands right now. That's within that team, I guess. But yeah, if it does use USDC as fees, then the delegators in the hub would be receiving some USDC in there. They'd be able to claim some USDC from their stake.
Nice. But are they like closely in touch with you guys and asking questions, what you guys recommend to them, or how is the collaboration with them? Or are they entirely doing their own stuff?
No, they're closely in touch. I just don't know where the decision stands right now. So, but I've been involved in kind of discussing the different options. So that's what I was just talking about there with some of the considerations we were talking about. I don't want to say something that's not where the current thinking is.
Yeah.